Yo, what's up everybody, it's Kale. I got you guys with another video. This one, we're going to be doing a little POV drive. So it recently dawned on me the other day that it's actually been 6 months since I got my car. I mean, it's insane to think, but I got the car, I think June 22nd. And at the time of this recording, it's right after New Year. So it's literally been 6 months. And it's crazy that time really flies like that. Like, I got my dream car 6 months. Like 6 months ago, and in another 6 months will be a year. So I kind of want to give you guys an update on just all my overall thoughts about having the car. I will say I did get a little inspiration from this video from another car YouTuber I watch. He did a 30-day update. I believe his name is like CJ Will's Vlogs. I'll flash his YouTube up on the screen. Make sure to give him some love because he's the guy that I watched his video and I'm like, oh, I should make a video like that too. So, you know, got to give credit where it's due. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, I can't believe it's already been 6 months. Like, that's just insane to think of me. So we're gonna go on a little drive and I'll talk about some things I like about the car, my overall thoughts, updates. Real quick, comment down below what number did you subscribe at, because right now we're almost at, I think, 31,000. So comment down below what number you subscribed at, just so I can see how long some of y'all have been here. But yeah, let's get into the car. All right, y'all, so first things first, we gotta move the daily. I don't know if some of y'all know, my daily is an old Camry. And just the way my driveway set up, I have to move this car to pull my Jeep out. Yeah, it is also drizzling, raining. So my rule of thumb is I don't ever drive my Jeep in the rain, even though it's not on slicks or anything. Just with the power, I really never drive it in the rain. But it was drizzling earlier, and it stopped now. So we'll take it out for a drive. We're gonna run some quick little errands. I figured I'd just make a video for y'all because I do really want to make more car content for y'all. So let's show y'all my baby. She's in her little tent. Let's see. So this is what we're currently looking like. Got some LED lights in the background. Y'all seen the wrap before. Wrap's still technically not finished. We got to go back and get some other stuff done to it, just some other minor stuff. And then obviously 360 camera mounts is here, and then camera is right here. So we're gonna go ahead and set everything up, and then next time you see us, we'll be on the road. All right, y'all. So here we are. Like I say, it's crazy to me that it's been so long. Well, I mean, that this time has just gone so fast. Because I mean, it really doesn't feel like 6 months. Like I said, June 22nd, it was a Friday in June 22nd, I believe, or maybe June 23rd, whatever it was. That's when I received the car. I think I dropped my video about it a few days later, but it's just insane to me that it's been such a fast time. I mean, I guess you could say my life has changed because obviously, you know, my following on social media has gotten bigger. I get recognized out in public a lot more, and obviously the joy I've had with having this car. It's just. I mean, you really can't put a price on it. It's unmatched. I mean, it really is insane to think that time just flies by so fast. I mean, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like a year from now, 2 years from now, like what my life's going to be like. So I really appreciate all y'all that's been watching from when I didn't have a lot of subs to when I had a good amount of subs to when I have the subs now, whether you're new, old, or whatever. I just really appreciate y'all's support. So yeah, getting on to some things about the car. I know one of the biggest questions people ask about is cost. As my radar starts going crazy because there's some automatic door somewhere we just drove by. Biggest thing people ask about is cost. So obviously with having a car like this, it is expensive. I did a whole Instagram reel. I don't think I made a YouTube video on it. About like explaining the cost of this car, you know, insurance and payment. So I got my car, my Jeep, for right at 70K, and then taxes where I live was about 80, so $3,080. That's about the taxes where I live. And so, you know, obviously you do the math. For my monthly payment, I think I'm right at $1,600 even, I think. Oh no, sorry, I was getting confused on that. So I'm at $1,200 even. I think like $1,250 actually. Again, it's on my Instagram. And then my insurance is $360. So about $1,500 to $1,600 roughly is what I pay a month just to have the car. Now that's not including gas. You know, people always ask about maintenance, but I mean, from my perspective, I feel like I got this car the right way. I.e., what I mean by that is that this isn't my only car. So I don't daily this car. Now, I'm sure if I did daily it, the cost would be a lot higher in terms of gas, oil changes, maintenance, things like that. But in the 6 months I've had this car, I've gotten one oil change. And the only other thing that happened maintenance-wise is my headlight for some reason went out. The bulb, I guess, burnt out. And I had to replace that. That was kind of expensive. That was like $200, but not really. I mean, the grand scheme of things, 250 bucks compared to 70,000 is not really, I mean, it's like, you know, not even close at all. So, but I mean, my oil change is the only maintenance I've ever done. I've gotten one oil change in 6 months because I don't daily it. And I told myself before I got the car, I said, Kale, when you get the car, make sure you don't drive it all the time. Now, I will say that was the thought going in, but obviously it's a lot of fun. So like my first few months, I really was driving it. And I still sometimes do drive it daily. Like I use my other car for work, but anytime I'm going to the store, going to the gym, going out like with the boys, anything that's not me going to work, I drive this car. So it is a secondary car, but with that being said, on the days I have work and I don't go out, this car doesn't leave the garage. So it is nice, and I want to be like that because I want to preserve this car. Obviously, I'm not like a typical Corvette owner where, oh yeah, I drove 100 miles total last year, or it was raining outside, so I had to, you know, make sure my garage was closed, so I had to get a drop of water on my precious paint. I'm not like that, bro. People like that. It's just like people who buy shoes and don't wear them. Like, I find that stuff weird. Like, especially when it comes to cars, because cars are way more expensive than shoes. But to have something that is so expensive for one, but also so much fun, and to not drive it is weird. But I will say I don't beat the hell out of this car. Like, I drive this car like a regular Grand Cherokee. Mine is daily again. So my costs are pretty low. Obviously, gas is one of the most consistent costs. But the thing about gas, bro, it's like you're gonna get gas no matter what. You know, it also depends on your state. Like, I know if you live in California, I think gas there is crazy. In North Carolina, gas, I don't think it's too bad. I mean, I've heard other people come here and tell me that our gas is cheap. So I guess it's all subjective. But I mean, gas is a cost that you're gonna pay no matter what car you drive, unless you drive a Tesla. And gas prices are so fluctuating because depending on your state, it could be high or low. Which higher low to me may not be higher low to the next, but also it depends on how much you drive, and it depends on how you drive. Even if you were to daily this car, if you're driving around in track in sport mode, you're gonna run through gas like that. I drive in auto mode all the time. I only go in sport when I go to car meets and I'm driving around with my friends and, you know, we're trying to get to one spot to another, and I rarely go in track mode. Just because I don't really have a need to go in track mode. The car, even in auto mode, I still, like with the TRACKHAWK, let me show you guys. Some of you guys may not know, the blue one is my daily key. But the TRACKHAWK, it only comes in the red key. It's not like a Hellcat or anything where you have a black fob and a red fob, and the red fob means that you get all the power. TRACKHAWK, you get all the power 100% of the time. So I have access to 700 horsepower 100% of the time. I mean, I don't really have a need to really be switching modes. I mean, I can, but even in auto mode, I have plenty of power to merge into oncoming traffic, not oncoming traffic, but merge into the highway, pass people. I mean, I'm pretty sure with the TRACKHAWK, when you switch the modes, it just changes the power differential. So like 60-30 in the front, 40-60, or I guess 60-70, 40-60, 50-50, whatever. I'm pretty sure it just changes the power differential. It doesn't unlock more horsepower. It just changes, like I said, the power differential. So, but I say all that to say, when it comes to gas, it just depends on how you drive the car. I mean, I don't drive it too recklessly. I don't drive it too hard. I also don't drive it every single day. So I don't spend as much money on gas. Now, when I first got it, I purposely drove it all the way down to low just to see how much it would cost to fill up on 93. I go to Quick Trip all the time. There's a QT right there. When I first did that, like, I got it all the way down to as low as I could and then filled it up from 93. It cost about 100. So I guess that's how much it costs to fill up the car for full. I never let the car go beneath half a tank. If I do, it's very rare. And those little, you know, half tank to fulls are like usually like 20, I say like 30 to 50 bucks. So, but again, I'm not driving the car every day, so the gas is expensive to me. Now, I will say, I have another video planned coming out later this year, because I'm currently at 49,117 on my odometer. Once I hit the 50,000, that's a nice charge right there, like those headlights. Once I hit 50,000, I need to go get it serviced. I was supposed to get it serviced at 48, but I didn't know that until I checked my Carfax. So I'm technically past the service for this car. So when I get to 50K and to get it serviced, I'll make a whole video of that. But my point in saying that is that I can give you guys a more accurate breakdown of price, because when I take it to the dealership, you already know they tax. But also with the service, you know, when you have a nice car, you want to get it serviced. When you have a Corvette, a performance car, a luxury car, or a high-end car, you want to get it serviced. Even though the dealership charges you more, they know what to look for. They're looking for very specific things. And as much as I hate to say it, nobody knows your car better than the dealership. Like, no other mom and pop shop, the dealership knows your car way better than any other shop you can go to. So But yeah, when I get it serviced, I'll make a video of that. I can give you guys a more detailed explanation of how much things cost. All right, y'all, so when we last left off, we were talking about price. Like I said, I'm gonna get it serviced soon, make a whole video on that. But I mean, for me, this car hasn't been, obviously the monthly payments, you know, a bit much for some people. But in terms of maintenance, things like that, I don't drive it hard. I try not to drive it every single day. When you factor that stuff in, my daily upkeep isn't that bad. So that's what I like about the car. I don't want to say the attention, because that some people take that the wrong way. But I mean, I do like that other people appreciate my car. I'll put it like that. So like I said, maybe not the attention is the right word, but I like when other people appreciate my car. Because I mean, I am, you know, slowly becoming a car guy, car dude. I'm getting the car community. So I do like cars, and I appreciate a lot of different types of cars. I feel like I appreciate more cars than most people would think. Like, some people look at some cars like that car's ugly. I, for the most part, appreciate a wide variety of cars. So it is cool when I'm around, when I'm at a car meet and people come up to me. That's another thing too, bro. If y'all ever see me out at a car meet, bro, like, I was gonna make a whole reel of this. I'm not like a lot of these other people who make content. Like, my head's not big. I'll talk to anybody. Now, I may not talk to you for 20 minutes, because I may have somewhere to be or something to do, but I'll talk to anybody that supports my content and wants to have a genuine conversation or wants some advice. I'll talk to anybody. So if you ever see me out, don't be afraid to say what's up, bro. No matter what's going on, something like that. Like, I'll always talk to people, unless like I have something urgent or dying. But like I was getting at, I like when I'm driving around, people may wave at the car, you know, do the rev sign, or just wave, or just in general say, hey man, I like your car. Especially, I went to a car meet for the first time in a while recently, but it was my first time, you know, popping out with this wrap. And so people have never seen it before. I post little snippets on my story, my Instagram story, but I have yet to make an official Instagram post showing off the entire car. Only time people have seen my cars was on the YouTube video I made when I did the wrap reveal, and every now and then I'll put a slight picture of it on my Instagram. So no one's really ever seen it. And especially if you saw my car before, which is a white Grand Cherokee. Now it's a crazy wrap boy. So it's almost like I had a complete remodel, remakeover of the car. So it is cool to kind of like get the love from people who just appreciate the car too. It's also cool when I'm driving on the road and somebody may be next to me, and obviously people don't try to race me, because this car is very fast, and I don't race it regardless. Like, I'm too much of a wuss to risk my life to try to get an inch farther than somebody. But it is funny when people pull up next to me and they're like rev, or I guess downshift or whatever, and we'll both do like a slight pull. I find that stuff funny too. Like, it's little moments like that dead ass like make a car guy's day. When you drive next to a car guy and you downshift or do like a little pull, he does one back, or they do one back, bro. Like, it dead ass makes your day. It sounds so weird, and something so little can make your day, bro. But like, I love that in this car when that right there happens. It's so fun. But yeah, I like I guess the appreciation I get for having this car from other people. I do like, because I'm a bigger guy, you know, KO too tall. Whoop whoop. You hear that sound? You know somebody around. I do like how big the car is, because it is a Grand Cherokee at the end of the day. Like, it's an SUV, and so I don't take this car on trips, but if I take this car on trips, I know that's very nice to have all the extra space. When I go get groceries or run my errands, or just overall when I'm driving this car, it is very comfortable. Now, it is a performance car, but it is very comfortable to be in because of the space, things like that. I mean, if you're out about the road, you see a lot of Grand Cherokees in general, just because they're very, very popular SUV. I feel like I see them all the time. So I mean, Jeep definitely has a good model in that they're very, very popular and people really do like them. So like I said, I mean, it's very comfortable to be in. Have all the space. My interior is pretty nice. Obviously, you know, I have the typical Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, Fiat, Maserati infotainment center, you know, the same dials, all that stuff. My seats are very nice. I have peanut butter guts, and I keep my car very, very clean. I detail my car every other week. I have a partnership with the local detailing guy. Shout out at Redline Detailing, and I get my car detailed every other week, inside and out. So I keep my car very, very clean. Especially now that I have a wrap, you know, I went to the car wash a few times, like when I first got it, just like the run through cheap car wash. But I've been getting my car detailed pretty much ever since I got it. Like, I really try my best to take care of this car, and that's why, as much as I don't want to, I'm gonna start going to the dealership to get these services every few couple thousand miles like I'm supposed to. But yeah, I do a really good job with taking care of this car, and I feel like I feel like that's how you should do it. As that old person says they like my rap. I feel like that's how you should do it when you get a nicer car. I hope buddy with the TRX, am I following him around? Like, what's up with this? Oh, buddy with the TRX is at the next spot. Okay, all right, that's a little funny. That's a little funny, bro. Let me see if we can get all the way back here. Yep, nice, no other car. So that's too, bro. You gonna realize when you get a nicer car, like, this sucks. Well, I don't really mind it because I got long legs, so I don't really mind the walk. But you really will park in the back of the parking lot every fucking time, like, or as far back as there's no other cars. You will. Like I said, I don't really mind it because I got long legs, but you will notice yourself doing that all the time, just subconsciously. Like, I don't even think about it now. When I go somewhere in this car, I'm parking in the fucking very back every time. All right, y'all. So some other stuff I like about the car. Obviously, I like the way the car sounds. I got some plans here soon to make the car louder. You know, and it's like my exhaust. I don't know. I think it's just because it's so much power. But Jeep and Dodge, they did a really good job with the sound in this car, because it doesn't sound like weird or like farty. It has like that bass deep, and that's just the exhaust. Obviously, you know, you can hear the whine, you can hear it like build up when you're driving the car. I mean, it's weird. Like I made a video on it before, like on my channel, but like you could argue this is like one of the most like perfect cars for so many reasons. Just the size, you know, SUVs are very, very popular in America. They're more popular than cars in America, SUVs. You're faster than damn near any car on the road. It's all-wheel drive, so if it's snowing or something like that outside, you have good traction. Like I said, the size, the performance, the cost. Obviously, it's more expensive for most people, but in the grand scheme of cars, when you talk about a perfect car, you might think of something like a McLaren or something like that, or a Porsche. You know, when you get into 6 figures or more for a car. This car is not, I wouldn't say it's necessarily affordable, but it's under that 100K price point. I mean, it just checks off so many boxes for me personally that I really don't have any complaints. I mean, I really don't. I mean, I would say gas, but I don't care about the gas price because I'm going to pay the gas price regardless of what it is. Gas price could be $20. I still have to go to work. I still have to get around, so I'm going to pay it. I mean, you don't really have a choice when it comes to gas unless you get an electric car. I mean, I really don't have that many complaints. I do wish, you know, with the whole Dodge Fiat thing, I wish they would update the infotainment center, things like that, because the knobs are the exact same as previous years. I do say that, like, I wish they had updated that. But I mean, this is the newest car I've ever owned. My Camry's a 2012, this is a 2018, so, you know, we're still 7 years behind. But this is the newest car I've ever owned. And so, I mean, some of the technology here is obviously, some of y'all may be a little dated, but to me it's new. Like adaptive cruise control, a heated wheel, heated seats. I don't have that stuff in my car. I didn't even have a backup camera in my car until I put it in. So, but I mean, I really don't have overall too many complaints about this car, but definitely let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this, if you guys want to see more POVs, whether it's me just driving and not talking, or driving and doing commentary like this, because I definitely don't mind. I really want to branch out and give you guys different types of videos, because I do have a lot of plans this year coming up for this car. Around before the summertime, I plan to have a lot of stuff done to this car if everything goes how I want to according to plan. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I really don't have too many complaints. I love everything about this car, and I mean, before I got this car, I was saying like maybe I'll keep it for a year or two and then sell it to someone else. But after having it, I mean, I'm like a baby still. Like I get excited every single time I do a pull. Every time I cut the car on, I love hearing the cold start. So with all that being said, it's like at this point, man, like it's early on. It's only been 6 months, but I really don't see me selling it. Like I see me keeping this car for a long time. Now, I mean, obviously, I don't want to speak it out there to existence, but now if I fall on hard times or something like that, then obviously I'll probably get rid of the car because, you know, might need money or something in the future. But I mean, in terms of having a family, I have all the space I need for car seats, things like that. You know, it's a little bit faster, but, you know, get the kids to school on time, get to soccer practice on time. You know, I really don't see a reason to sell it. Now, if it was like a Corvette, like a Mustang, that may not be as practical in the future when it comes to having kids, things like that. But this is an SUV, like I said. So I mean, it's in terms of it being practical, it doesn't get more practical. So I mean, I see myself having this car for a very long time. And I mean, I kind of view it almost like a collector's car, just because they don't make them anymore, and just the way the world is going. I mean, I know Dodge, at the time of this video, Dodge came back and said they're not getting away with the Hemi. A few months ago, they were like, yeah, we're retiring the Hemi, we're going electric in the future, and then they had some ownership change, and now they're saying that they're committed still to the Hemi. But I don't think they're going to come back out with the new TRACKHAWK. Like, I think this is one of them things, it's like making a movie or a TV series. We had our 3 seasons, or we had our 3 movies, and that's it. Like, the audience can complain and say they want a sequel, they want a new series, a new season, but hey man, we done had our 3-year run and we're done with the TRACKHAWKs. Now they're probably still gonna do Hellcats and things like that, or they're gonna be EV. But I know they're gonna do another Hellcat Durango. But as far as a Grand Cherokee, I don't see them coming back out with another one, bro. Another Hellcat, another TRACKHAWK, pretty much. Is what I'm getting at. Like, I think this was a one-time 3-year little run, and they're done. I do have a lot more plans for this car. As of now, all I've done to this car is wrap, which is the most expensive. Wrap and tint is all I've done, and security. I'm counting security as a mod, bro. Like, obviously, I'm not trying to call out anybody out there that's shiesty, but I feel like I do have one of the more better protected TRACKHAWKs in the country, just because of the amount of money I spent putting into a very good security system, and also stuff that's security but not security, like, you know, firearms, me being very aware and vigilant of where I'm at all times. Also, the protection I put into at my house of my car. So, you know, like things like a garage, you know, guns, cameras, things like that. All that stuff comes into play. That's also security, like as well. But yeah, I mean, besides security, tint, and wrap, that's all I've done so far. Here in the next 60 to 90 days, I plan on doing a whole new exhaust. Getting a different tune. I want to do a flame tune on my car. Like, obviously, it speaks for itself, shoots flames. And I'm going to change out the intake as well. I'm also gonna, yeah, that's everything. That's everything short term. Short term is like, yeah, exhaust, intake tune, things like that. Eventually, I want to get a sub. You know, change out some of the speakers and tweeters in here, make it sound a lot better. I think we're gonna get stars in the ceiling pretty soon as well. I don't know, that guy's challenged me to like a rev, but he did kind of give it the beans right there. And that's another thing too, bro. I get the most love from people in trucks. Like, I get the most love from people that drive shit like that right there. And I'm not saying like shit like that's a bad truck, because I like the way it looks, especially with the tow mirrors. But people in trucks, bro, those are the people who give me the most content, give me the most love when I'm driving around. But yeah, I definitely want to get wheels, things like that. I want to lower the car as well. I've been doing my research on lowering springs versus bags versus coilovers, because first I was going to do bags. Bags are the most expensive option. I was going to do bags at first, but I think the more and more I look at it, I think I'm going to end up doing coilovers, just because coilovers are kind of like the best of both worlds. You can control the ride height, the dampening, things like that. Lowering springs are good, but those are kind of the cheapest option. I think you can get a pair of lowering springs for like $500, which will immediately lower the car and make it look way better. But I think I'm going to do coilovers because they're kind of, in my opinion, off the research I've done, the best of both worlds. So, but that's a little farther down the line. The soonest thing is going to be the things I named: exhaust, intake, flame tune. After that, I'll probably get around to lowering it, things like that. But yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too with cars, you can do cosmetic upgrades, you can do actual performance upgrades. The exhaust intake, that's more performance stuff, obviously. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it looks now, because the wrap and the tint was the biggest thing. Those are the two biggest things to me: getting the wrap done and getting the tint. Because when you look at my car now, it looks how it should. And obviously, you know, I want to lower it, that'll make it look a little bit better. But just from a first glance, you're like, all right, okay, that's a nice wrap. And just the way it was done, the quality, you know, it was done. The person who did my wrap did a very, very good job. I'll put it like that. But yeah, y'all, like I said, comment down below when y'all subscribe, what number y'all were when y'all subscribed. Are y'all under 10K? Does some of y'all know the exact number? You're under 20K? We're under 5K? And also let me know if you guys like these type of videos, the POV stuff, because I definitely want to get into making more videos like this. Whether, like I said, it's me talking, no commentary, just music playing, but I definitely want to get into different types of videos for y'all. But yeah, as always, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. TRX, that's tough. Okay. TRX, okay, I see you, boy. I swear, bro, every time I see a red pickup truck, I don't know why, but I just instinctively think it's a TRX, bro. Like, every single time. It's like if I see a red pickup truck, especially if it looks a little newer, I'm like, it's a TRX until I'm convinced otherwise. Oh, bro, that shit is so funny, bro. That shit is so funny, my nigga. But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I love. I don't know, y'all probably can't see that. Maybe I can show y'all the 360 footage or something like that. But that was the truck that was like kept revving next to me and stuff. And I didn't roll down my window because I have like really dark tint, so I can see nothing, but they probably can't see me. But he, like, when the passenger, when they put it next to me, the passenger was like doing this. But bro, I'm telling you, bro, people in trucks, they just love it, bro. People in trucks, those are the real car guys, bro. They just love it, man. They just love it. But I had to add that in there for y'all.